Good morning, this is Bruce, and I wanted to comment today on a couple stories that I just read. Um, One is that people are leaving and businesses are leaving by the droves in the state of Illinois because of their massively high taxes. The story makes the point that the legislator there increased their personal taxes by 67%. Regulations are out the kazoos up there in every facet of life. And corporate taxes are way up. All of this was supposed to reduce their debt, and this was the only way that they could come up with a policy to meet their budget deficits. But instead, as it always does happen, especially if there is choice, businesses and people are fleeing the state of Illinois. And one of the places they go to is Wisconsin, apparently. But I'm sure they're going to many other states, maybe even here in Tennessee, where I live. But they are leaving because government is forcing them to do so. They can't operate a business there and make a profit. And unlike liberals around the world, people want to make a profit. If they don't make a profit, they don't have a business. There's no reason to be in a business. And what this means is that all the burden of all these taxes are falling on people that are small, probably small businesses or very big and can't move very easily, and therefore the economy just gets worse. They can't. Some of these people can't move, but a lot can, especially in this day and age with technology, because you can be anywhere, especially in a technological business, and operate even in the state of Illinois without even having to have employees there almost. So it depends on the business, but it just is such a true example of what happens when you have bad leadership who lies to their people, who do not tell the truth. And the people there are known for their corruption, known for their willingness to use their power to force the locals to go along with them. The unions are extremely powerful in the state of Illinois. The story also makes the point that a lot of teachers get paid over $100,000 a year, and I'm sure that applies to garbage men, it applies to police and fire. And while all these may be good people, it's still you cannot run a business or a government when you're paying people more than what the people who pay the taxes make. It just isn't possible. And besides that, it's morally wrong. It really is. You can pay a few individuals those kind of high salaries, but you can't pay the vast majority of them. And it's not just salaries, it's obviously the benefits, the health care, the pensions, and everything else that go along with it. But the unions have used their power to get these kind of wages, and now they're going to find out that there's not enough people to support them, and they're going to end up losing somewhere along the way. You're going to run out of money, and that's exactly what's going to happen with us and Obama. We're going to run out of money. You can only do this for such a short period of time. I don't know if you've seen the other stories in the past, but in Illinois, more and more people don't even get paid by the state whenever they do a service for them. And that can't last either. All of these factors will force the state of Illinois to change in some form or fashion. But unfortunately, it will probably be a very difficult change. Same thing happens in Michigan. It's one of the worst run states according to most reports, and that can only be attributed to the liberal leadership that has existed there for 40, 50, 60 years or something. There was another story also about another liberal failure. There's a report out that says that the average car on the road in America is now over 10 and a half years old. This is also an example of what happens when Obama and the Democrats try to control an industry. You know, they did this clunkers for cash thing, and therefore they didn't allow the markets to decide when someone gives up their old car. Instead, they forced it on people by offering them money, and now there's a very limited used car market. But instead of getting rid of old cars, now more and more cars are staying on the road because people don't have money to go out and buy new cars. Every time you turn around, it seems like someone in Hollywood on a TV show is driving a Prius. And so they try to promote this idea that Priuses are great vehicles for you. And but the fact is, people just can't afford new cars like they used to. The economy is in bad shape. They don't want to take the chance of a car payment or a new car when they've got something that at least is working. I know that's in my situation. Hopefully they will continue to work, but you know, there is no point in trying to buy something new when you don't even know if there's going to be a job next week, or if the economy is going to collapse, or so there's no point in having a car payment when there's no way of knowing what the economy is going to be like. And I know that businesses around the country face that same situation. They don't know what their business is going to be like, so that they can't improve salaries or benefits. There's just no point to it. But all of these are just perfect examples of liberalism gone wild, and there are many more out there. And it just also says again and again why we need to get rid of this Democrat Obama and the Democrats in the Senate and the House. We need new leadership, but this isn't going to happen just by winning one election. This is going to take a long time to repair. It's going to take many elections. And as I was listening to a Tea Party meeting, one of the things that we have to keep in mind is to concentrate on the local leadership and the local elections and build from the bottom up. In 2010, one of the main things that did occur was the vast numbers of Republicans that took over state legislators and city and governments, county governments. There was a vast change in the lower levels of leadership, and hopefully in most cases that's better. Thank you.